SportsTonight.com, Coach Steve Henson, UTSA Roadrunners basketball coach, obviously, joining us in studio. Coach, thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so first thing I want to ask you about is the last couple of games haven't turned out the way you would have liked. And on Saturday after that game, you said, hey, look, team that was struggling came in here and beat us in our gym. Yeah. It's not okay. And I got to be honest, I loved seeing that. I loved hearing that because so often you hear coach speak after a big game, and specifically after a tough loss. I think you recognize right away, hey, if we're going to get to where we want to get to, these kinds of outcomes can't happen.
Yeah, it was a little bit of frustration there, certainly. We like our group. We like the progress we were making. We didn't win some games early that we thought we were capable of winning. We had some conference games that were right there in our grasp, and we didn't seal the game. And we came home and had an opportunity this week with two home games against UAB on Thursday and Middle Tennessee on Saturday, and still a lot at stake. There's still a lot on the line. We were fighting to get in that top pod, to finish in that top group so that we could do something special here at the end of the regular season heading into conference tournament. So those were two important games for us at home, and we dropped them both and got manhandled on the boards on Thursday and then lost to Middle Tennessee, who's a team that's been struggling. And yeah, it's just we so often just move on so quickly,
Right.
And it's not our nature, our coaching staff, it's not our nature just to hammer away on our guys. It's ultimately, I have to take responsibility and help us get better, but our guys need to sit there and think about that. I mean, yes, the process is important. You hear a lot about that now, the process, and that's what we talk about every day in practice, and it is important. It's vitally important. But at the end of the day, we also have to get the results.
You mentioned the pods here to round out conference play. We're going to get to that in a second. Just for clarity, just because, I mean, in getting ready here with Coach, I had to be like, okay, Coach, remind me how this works again, because it kind of can get a little convoluted when you're not in it on a daily basis. So we'll bring that information to you guys. But as you get up to this part of the season, Coach, you mentioned the kind of the slow start. Is it one of those things where you're still fighting to get to kind of make up for that, and every loss and every win and every outcome is that much more crucial because maybe the start of the season wasn't what maybe was expected?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the non-conference season, we felt like we didn't play the way we were capable of, and we were searching early on. Conference play started, and we did some good things in conference play, but we also dropped two road games that were right there. So yeah, every game becomes even more important. Offensively, we're doing some very, very good things. We're playing well enough. We're playing at a very, very high level offensively, shooting good percentages, taking pretty good care of the basketball. It's just been constantly talking about defending and rebounding, and if we were average defensively right now, we'd be right in the hunt for something special, and defense just something different every night. You go to Rice and give up 18 3-pointers. Play UAB and just get hammered in the post and in the paint and on the boards. So it's just across the board, and we've got to find a way to get better.
You guys get back on the court on Thursday. What's going to be key in turning things back around?
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier. We're going to Old Dominion,
right?
And they lost some key guys. They were the best team in the league last year in the regular season and the postseason tournament. They were terrific. They've got a great culture, a great identity. They're always about toughness. They're always about defense. They're always about rebounding. They're not shooting very good percentages right now, but we know how hard it's going to be. They're going to be very, very physical. So we're going to have to defend better. We're going to have to rebound better. That's been the theme here lately anyway. And it's going to be harder to score. Even though our offense has been very, very good, they're one of the best defensive teams in the league. So it's a great task for us, a tall task. We've got to practice the right way this week and continue to believe that we've got what it takes in that locker room. And I think our guys will do that. We'll bounce back and we'll prepare the right way, and we just got to find a way to get those wins.
Now, back to, as we round out here, back to the pod standings here. Your last scheduled game is February 15th. It's a game here at home. After that, then, is when the pod play starts. And this has happened. This is not the first year it's happened, but just kind of a refresher. Top 5, second 5, and then the last 5, if you will. You'll play other teams in that pod, and it's crucial, Coach, to try to get to, obviously you want to be in the top pod.
Right.
But it's crucial that the seeding matters, because once you're locked into that pod, you can't earn a higher conference seed coming out of pod play once the tournament starts.
Yeah, there's still a lot on the line. Four scheduled games right now for everyone in the league, and then at the end of that game will be the 14th game. Then we'll get placed into the groups, the top pod, the middle pod, and the bottom pod. And then you'll play the teams in that grouping and try to improve your tournament seed within your group. It's kind of complicated, of course, but there's a lot of basketball to be played is the bottom line. You know, we need to get on a roll here. We need to play good basketball, regardless of whether we can compete to get in that top pod. We have to probably win 4 in a row right now to get in that group. But regardless of whether we're in the top or the middle, we need to play well in those final 4 games. And you know you're going to have 2 at home and 2 on the road. They're going to be tough games. But we need to get some momentum going into the conference tournament because the league is just so jammed up. There's 2 or 3 teams that are playing very well, but there's a big log jam right in the middle. We're in that group right now, and we still believe we're healthy enough. We have enough. Our chemistry is terrific. We're doing enough things offensively. We need to figure something out defensively and go on a run here.
All right, Coach. Best of luck as you do that, and appreciate the time. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach.